Alright, how are we traveling? Just imagine for a second that you and I are floating. We're not in a plane, not really. Think of it more like we're on a big, comfy cloud just drifting along. Below us, the world is quiet and beautiful. We're taking a bit of a sticky beak over one of the loveliest spots in all of Australia. This is Albany, down in Western Australia. It's a place where the land meets the sea in the most chilled-out way possible. No rush, no worries. From up here, you can see everything. The worries of the world just seem to melt away, replaced by the gentle colors and the soft shapes of the coast. Let's just lean back and soak it all in, shall we? This is going to be a proper, relaxing journey. Let's drift a little closer to that massive expanse of water. That, my friend, is King George Sound. And isn't it just a stunner? From our vantage point, it looks like a giant has spilled an enormous pot of blue ink, which has settled into this perfect, protected harbor. See the edges? They are guarded by hills and headlands, which wrap around the Sound like a big, gentle hug. This protective embrace is why the water inside looks so calm, so serene. It's a safe haven, not just for the boats we'll see later, but for the soul. The surface of the water is like a mirror, reflecting the big, fluffy white clouds that are cruising along with us. It's a blue so deep you feel like you could dive right into it from our cloud and just keep falling. The sheer size of it is something else. It's one of the biggest natural harbors in the world, and you can really appreciate that from up here. It stretches out for miles and miles, a vast liquid playground. On a calm day like today, the water is so flat it looks like you could skate on it. Now let's turn our gaze away from the sea for a moment and look at the land. It's like someone has laid out a massive, lumpy quilt over the earth. The colors are just magnificent. There are so many different shades of green, from the dark, deep green of the tall Karri and Jarrah forests to the lighter, fresher green of the grassy fields. These patches of green are stitched together with threads of gold and brown, which are the sandy tracks in the rich soil. The hills roll gently, one after the other, like soft waves on a green ocean. There are no sharp, angry mountains here. Everything is rounded, soft and inviting. It makes you want to lie down on one of those hills and watch the clouds drift by. The sunlight plays across these hills in the most beautiful way. As a cloud passes overhead, a shadow will slowly move across the landscape, temporarily dimming a patch of green before the bright sunshine returns to make it glow again. It's a slow, silent dance of light and shadow. You can see little farmhouses tucked into the valleys, with a small puff of smoke rising from a chimney. They look so tiny and peaceful from our cloud. Let's drift over to one of Albany's most famous stretches of sand. Look down there. That long, perfect curve of white is Middleton Beach. Doesn't it look like the coastline is giving us a big, friendly smile? It's a 5-kilometer-long smile, to be exact. The sand is so white and fine that from up here, it looks like a line of pure sugar sprinkled between the green land and the blue sea. The beach is protected by the bay, so the waves are usually very gentle. You can see them from our cloud, little lines of white foam that look like lace, slowly rolling onto the shore. They don't crash, they just sigh as they arrive. It's the most relaxing sound in the world, even if we can only imagine it from up here. This is the town's backyard, its playground. You can see a few people down there, but it never looks crowded. They look like tiny little specks from our high perch. There's a person walking a dog, their 2 little shadows trailing behind them on the wet sand. Over there, a family is having a picnic on the grass reserve that borders the beach. Everything is happening at a slow, relaxed pace. There's no frantic energy, just people enjoying the simple pleasure of being by the sea. Middleton Beach has a real community feel to it, a place where people come to breathe, to walk, to chat, and to just be. Okay, let's steer our cloud towards the other side of the Sound. This bit of land looks different. It's more wild, more rugged. This is Torndirrup National Park. From up here, it looks like a sleeping giant, a great rocky beast protecting the entrance to the harbor. The coastline is not made of soft sand here. It's carved from ancient granite, shaped by the powerful Southern Ocean over millions of years. The cliffs are sheer and dramatic, plunging straight down into the churning deep blue water. You can see the power of the ocean in the white foam that explodes against the base of the cliffs. It's a place of raw, untamed nature, and it's absolutely breathtaking to see from above. The giant's back is covered in a thick blanket of coastal heath, a tough, low-growing scrub that is colored in shades of grey-green and earthy brown. It's not the lush green of the rolling hills. It's a hardy, windswept green that speaks of survival and strength. Winding through this scrub, you can see thin, sandy tracks that look like veins on the giant's skin. These are the walking trails that lead brave visitors to famous spots like the Gap and Natural Bridge. From our safe and comfy cloud, we can see the whole dramatic picture without having to worry about the massive waves below. It's a place that commands respect and fills you with a sense of awe. Let's float back from the wild coast and drift over the town itself. From our cloud, Albany looks like a little model village that someone has carefully placed between the hills and the harbor. The streets are laid out in a neat grid, but they curve and bend to follow the shape of the land. There are no towering skyscrapers here, no concrete jungle. The buildings are mostly low, with rooftops of terracotta red and silvery tin. It all looks very cozy and human scale. The town center is nestled right near the water, a reminder that Albany's life has always been linked to the sea. It looks so peaceful down there, so orderly and calm. You can see the main street, York Street, stretching up the hill from the harbor. Even from up here, you can tell it's the heart of the town. You can see the heritage buildings, the old post office and the town hall, with their handsome stone facades. They look like proud old gentlemen watching over the town. The streets are not choked with traffic. You can see cars moving slowly, people strolling along the footpaths. There's no sense of rush or hurry. It's the kind of place where people still have time for a chat. The whole town seems to be breathing at a slower, more relaxed rhythm. It's a picture of a classic Aussie country town, but with the added bonus of that incredible coastline. Look at all the green spaces tucked in amongst the houses. There are parks and gardens everywhere. Even though we're floating high up on our imaginary cloud, let's close our eyes for a moment and just listen. What can we hear? Of course, there's the wind. It's a constant companion up here. It's not a harsh, howling wind, but a gentle, whispering one. It's the sound of the air moving over the vast ocean and the rolling hills. It whispers stories of faraway places and carries the clean, salty smell of the sea. It's a sound that clears your head and cleanses your thoughts. It's the sound of pure, open space. This gentle whoosh is the background music to our entire journey, a constant soothing presence that rocks our cloud gently from side to side. Now let's try to tune into the sounds from the world below. They are very faint, carried up to us on the breeze. From over Torndirrup National Park, you can just make out the deep, low rumble of the Southern Ocean. It's not a loud roar from this distance, but more of a continuous deep hum, like a giant sleeping and breathing. It's the heartbeat of the planet. Then, as we drift over Middleton Beach, the sound changes. It becomes a soft, rhythmic shush, the sound of those gentle waves sighing onto the sand. It's a sound that has lulled people to sleep for centuries, the ultimate natural lullaby. These ocean sounds are the soul of Albany's soundscape. As we float over the town, the sounds become more human, but they are still gentle. You might hear the distant, happy shouts of children playing in a park, a sound that is pure joy. Let's zoom in a little with our cloud of vision and have a look at the little details of life moving below. Look at the harbor. It's dotted with little white boats. They look like tiny toys from up here. Some are moored peacefully in the marina, bobbing gently up and down on the calm water. They look like they are sleeping, waiting for their next adventure. Others are moving slowly across the sound. You can see a fishing boat heading out to sea, leaving a long white V-shaped wake behind it. There's a group of small sailing boats with their bright white sails catching the wind. They look like a flock of graceful swans dancing on the water. There is no rush, just the simple joy of being out on the water. Now let's look for life in the air with us. We are not alone up here. Look over there. A majestic sea eagle is circling on the thermal currents, its wings spread wide. It's looking for its lunch in the clear water below. It hangs in the air, effortlessly, a true master of the sky. We are just temporary visitors, but this is its home. You can also see flocks of seagulls and terns flying in formation along the coastline. They are the constant, noisy, and cheerful residents of Albany's skies. Watching these birds go about their day so free and unbothered adds to the feeling of peace and natural wonder. They are part of the fabric of this place. Well, our magical cloud ride is slowly coming to an end. It's time for us to gently float back down to earth. But let's take one last, long look at the incredible scene below us. The deep blue of the ocean, the bright white of the sand, the rich green of the hills, and the cozy red roofs of the town. It's a picture that will stay in your mind for a long, long time. We've seen the wild power of the cliffs and the gentle smile of the beaches. We've listened to the whispers of the wind and the deep hum of the ocean. We've felt the deep, unshakable peace that hangs in the air here. Albany is more than just a pretty place. It's a feeling. This has just been a little taste, a little sneak peek from above. The real magic, of course, is to experience it for yourself. To feel that soft white sand between your toes. To breathe in that fresh, salty air. To feel the gentle sun on your face and listen to the waves as you fall asleep. Albany is a place that invites you to slow down, to disconnect from the hustle and bustle, and to reconnect with yourself and with nature. It's a place to heal, to relax, and to simply be. It's an invitation to find your own patch of peace in this beautiful corner of the world. So if you ever feel like the world is spinning a bit too fast, just remember this view from our cloud. Remember the gentle curves of the coast, the vastness of the ocean, and the quiet streets of the town. Let that feeling of peace and calm wash over you again. Albany will still be here, waiting with its relaxed vibe and its stunning natural beauty. It's a true blue Aussie gem, a place with a heart as big and as deep as King George Sound itself. It's a reminder that sometimes the best thing you can do is just stop, breathe, and take in the view. Thanks for coming along for the ride. I hope you feel as relaxed and refreshed as I do. It's been a real pleasure sharing this beautiful spot with you. So next time you're looking for a bit of serenity, you know where to find it. Just follow the coastline down to the bottom corner of Western Australia. Come on down to Albany. The air, as they say, is lovely, and the welcome is as warm as the summer sun. Cheers, mate. See you next time.